realizes is
All right.
the universe creates circumstances,
So,
conditions, situations, events, and
let's backtrack for a minute.
that will all flow
When did I
together
decide
miraculously so
that
what you want
no more of
happens.
this
And what you desire to attain
wasting time,
actually
going through the
materializes.
motions,
Researchers say
self-doubt,
the number one defining factor
and
of
pity?
everyone who becomes
When did I
successful
stop?
or average is
When did my eyes
grit.
open?
Grit is the ability to stay true to your vision. And
As
not
I stated
believe
yesterday,
when you get laughed at. Grit is the ability
I
to
battled
try an innovation,
alcoholism.
experience failure, and to say,
2020 is when I stopped.
and I'm actually going to learn and use that.
2020 is
Get
when
me closer.
I decided no more of this shit. No more.
Ordinary personalities failure, master successes,
I felt like I woke up. I was tired of hurting people. I was tired of not fulfilling promises to my family. And I was just tired of myself, that person that I was at that moment. And so I quit, cold turkey. And then I had to look inside myself, and like I said, I had to face all my demons. You know, all that baggage and all those things that I thought was holding me back. I had to face it. And a lot of times that's hard for people to do, because at that point now we're talking about accountability. Not what this person did, what my mama did, what, you know, all of that finger pointing. I had to say, what did I do? What did Courtney do to get himself in this situation? Why is Courtney not reaching his fullest potential? And then I just started digging my way out the hole. Over the years, you know, I always kept a job, I always progressed through jobs, but I knew that there was more in me. I knew that I was built for more than just being somebody's worker. Had always felt that way. And I said, you know what, this time I'm really going to give it my all. I'm really going to dig down and do what I was brought here to do in this life. Touch people. When you make that change, it's exciting at first. It's, you know, everything is new, and you know, when you first start doing something, you know, change seems to happen fast. You know, I started taking care of my body, started reading, taking care of my mind. I started being intentional with my family, and you know, things went well. And your mind tricks you into thinking, oh, this is it. This is I'm on the fast track to an easy life, but that ain't how it go. In life, there's valleys, peaks and valleys, and they're infinite. You know, it's a never-ending process of evolving. Right when you think you've reached the summit of one mountain, guess what? There's another one staring you in the face. You got to go down and you got to climb up again.
What if the truth is that the great lie is that it's far
So,
away?
the first couple of years of that journey, you know, I started businesses, started
What if that's the great lie of life?
home improvement business, got my general contractor's license, and
Because I can tell you that that's
it was in like 2022,
the truth.
the end of 2022. And man, I was so excited. I was happy.
It's easy to go through
Things look like, man, the sky's the limit. And I tell you, one night I went to bed, the next morning I woke up and I couldn't see out my right eye. Wow, what's going on? You know, I thought it was maybe pink eye or something like that. But to make a long story short, I had beginning of a detached retina, and I ended up having 4 surgeries to try to repair the retina, reattach it. Very delicate surgeries, and this spanned it over about a year. So all that momentum and progress I had, it seemed to be lost. It seemed to be lost. And that was a tough time for me, man. Right when things are going right and I'm on the up and up, this happens to me. And I had some decisions to make.
How do you know that within 24 hours, how do you know that by the end of the week you're not going to be celebrating anymore?
My first thought was, man, why is this happening to me?
Give up on the miracle in the night.
And for the first time in a long time,
You have to discipline your disappointment in life and in business.
God whispered to me, why is this happening for you? Not to you, for you. Look for the meaning in it.
Something amazing happens on the other side.
And I remember that last surgery that failed, and
The second that you're learning that you're extreme stress,
like I said, I had a decision to make. They wanted to go right back in and operate again. Now I've lost a year of traction due to this,
to future challenges.
and I had to make a hard decision, and the decision I made was no more.
Here's what happens in the hero's journey.
I didn't picture my life,
Something disrupts you.
living it with, losing sight in my eye or having one eye to see. But guess what? I'm going to have to adapt. I'm going to have to learn, because I refuse to sit back and feel sorry for myself and let this thing take my life away from me and everything that I've started to build. So I just kept going. I refused the surgeries, and currently, like I said, I can only see out of my left eye. But let me tell you, that was the best decision I ever made, because I can see now clearly better with one eye than I ever did with two. You got to read between the lines. I can see spiritually better with one eye, better than I could ever with two. That decision led me to go and look within myself and see what I really wanted to do with my life at that point. And what I chose to do was, I've always had a passion for food. I've cooked, barbecued my whole life. I didn't start out great. It took years, decades for me to reach where I'm at now with my craft. And that was my purpose. That's what I found through that hard part of my life. Man, go to culinary school so you can enhance this gift that God has given you. And I did. Went to culinary school. I graduated. I started Boss Hogs Barbecue. Had some success. I mean, I only had, a year in, had some success. And the moral to this story is, at that moment, when all of that stuff was happening to me, all those surgeries, and, I could have just given up. I could have just said, man, it felt bad for myself, but I did. And that was the best decision I ever made.
Like a boomerang, when you help
It brought me to the current moment.
it comes back to you.
I wake up and I strive every
There are
day.
people God has put in your life
And
that are
whenever
connected
something
to your destiny.
unfavorable
When
happens
you
to
take
me,
time to invest in them,
I just say,
those seeds you
why is this
sow
happening
will
for me?
always come back to you. That's what happens
Not to me.
when we live
So if you
together.
can take anything
Here's
from
a
that,
question for you. What are you made of? What are you really made of?
look for the meaning in the hard
How will
times.
you achieve great success?